Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. We have a very wintry outlook on the mountains for the first week of April. Some very low temperatures again developing as we go through the week. Monday is the mildest day with a warmer air mass moving in on a westerly wind across the British Isles. A warm sector is moving through, but that leads to a generally damp and murky day. A lot of rain and drizzle and low cloud, particularly across the western mountains. The further east that you go, chances are you're in for some drier and brighter conditions for longer, but still a rather cloudy day. A windy picture as well, gale force winds across many of the mountains through the day, maybe just easing back a touch across northern Scotland with time. And where that cold front is just starting to sink southwards, chillier air is in existence. And across northernmost tops around the northern Cairngorms into the northwest Highlands, the freezing level coming down below 1,000 metres and increasingly down to 800 metres and maybe in the very far north down to 600 metres later on in the day. England, Wales and the south of Scotland will stay under a generally mild air mass into Tuesday, but we do have that contrast of temperature across Scotland where there's fairly mild air toward the central belt but much colder air lying toward the north. The exact position of that front is somewhat uncertain, but it's likely to be draped somewhere in the central Highlands. North of the front then, we've got the risk of some extensive snowfall to quite low elevations with a very low freezing level, sub-zero say from above around 400 metres upwards, whereas toward the south of the Highlands it could well be rain up to higher levels. Rain and drizzle and low cloud also affecting the hills of England and Wales, and a rather windy day. The risk of gales still in the tops here, but for central northern Scotland you might well find that the wind is comparatively lighter. Here's the freezing level chart, and there's that contrast from north to south across the Highlands on Tuesday. Now, as we run the story on through the middle of the week, that cold air will drain further southwards. So as you go into Wednesday daytime, you're looking at a freezing level across England and Wales of around 900 to 1,000 metres, so close to zero on the high tops. Across the Highlands, you're widely sub-zero, above around 600 metres, maybe even 400 metres for the north, a bit higher toward the central belt. But that lowering of freezing level is likely then to extend all the way across Britain through Wednesday evening and night, so that for Thursday, many of the mountains are sub-zero above around 600 metres, again lower across much of the northern Highlands, a bit higher maybe for mid and South Wales, and that low temperature will stay in existence through into Friday as well, with much mountain terrain frozen to relatively low elevations. The detail of the forecast is going to be somewhat uncertain as fairly low pressure is around. There'll be showers, there'll be some longer spells of snow across the mountains, even to lower elevations again, particularly across Scotland. Some hail thrown in as well, the risk of rumble of thunder. Strongest winds on Wednesday look to be focused over England and Wales. For Thursday, it's that generally cold northerly airflow, sunshine and showers, those with snow and hail to lower slopes once more, most frequent for Scotland, a bit fewer of them for England and Wales, but they'll break out through the day nevertheless. And into Friday, again, a northerly airflow with sunshine, snow and hail showers around, locally frequent, but some brighter spells in there at times as well. Be fully prepared for winter then across the mountains during the week ahead. That is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl.